I've got 3 more chords for you today, and I want you to know these are major, happy sounding chords. So you can put a smile on your face, I don't know, wear a bright colored shirt, skip down the sidewalk, whatever makes you happy. These are major chords, and darn it, they sound happy. We're gonna go over the C major, the F major, and the G major. Now, there's one thing that I want you to be aware of going into these chords. The C major, F major, and G major are necessary chords to know. And the F is gonna come in many shapes and forms. I'm gonna show you what's called, or what I call the mini F, and it involves a mini bar. Not the kind that you go to and get drinks from, but the kind that involves one finger pressing down more than one string. It is a challenge, so I want you to take these chords slow, especially the F. It's a very difficult chord when you're first starting, but with some perseverance and continued work, you will get it, no doubt. The mini bar will not seem like a problem at all. So let's start with the C major chord. For the C major chord, our pointer finger is going to go on the 1st fret of the B string, our middle finger on the 2nd fret of the D, and our ring finger on the 3rd fret of the A string. Now generally I strum this from the A string all the way down to the high E, like so. That's our C major. Now, it's really important to maintain really good arching of the fingers here, because if you don't, your C major could sound like this. Get some weird buzzing and muting, okay? Make sure those fingers are nice and arched. Now we're gonna move to the F major chord. Now, we're gonna move to this F major from a C shape, because I think it's a little bit easier that way. So, our middle finger will go to the 2nd fret of the G, just drop it down one string. Our ring finger will go to the 3rd fret of the D, again, drop it down one string. And now our pointer finger, this is where the whole mini bar idea comes in, is gonna drop and be responsible for fretting not only the B string at the 1st fret, but also the high E. Okay, this chord, I'm gonna play it from the D string through the high E, like so. Now, if you're having difficulty forming the full chord, I want you to build it in steps. Start with your pointer finger just barring those 2 strings, the B and the high E at the 1st fret. Make sure you get good tone on those, and then add your middle finger to the 2nd fret of the G. Just play those 3 strings. Once you get good tone on those, add your ring finger to the 3rd fret of the G string, and that's your full F major. And now we'll move to the G major chord. Now the G major, there's a lot of different shapes. I'm gonna show you one because I feel it's the most complete, but notice when you're looking at other songs and such, the G major might appear in different forms. This G major will work just fine, I absolutely promise you. For this G major, our pinky finger is gonna go on the 3rd fret of the high E, ring finger, 3rd fret of the B. Now a big stretch here, our middle finger is gonna reach all the way up to the 3rd fret of the low E, and our pointer finger on the 2nd fret of the A. This is a full 6-string chord, so from low E to high E, it will sound like this. And that is your G major chord. One of my personal favorites, because it sounds so darn cool, and I think it looks cool too. When you ever see pictures of guitarists and they're making a G chord, they just look like they know what they're doing. So this is one of my favorite chords, because oftentimes I need to look like I know what I'm doing. So the goal here is to make the C, F, and G major chords cleanly. Make sure all the strings that we need to ring are ringing, and make sure that they sound good. Once you can do that, you're ready for the next step, which is going to be transitions. You've just watched one section of my 22-part Acoustic Guitar 101 course that takes a complete beginner from zero to playing songs. In this course, you're going to learn how to tune your guitar, read tablature, play open chords, and even play to a backing track, so that at the end, you can strum along to your favorite song, read any tablature that you encounter, as long as it's for guitar, and even play with another musician. Now this course has 22 videos, and I want to make sure that you don't miss any of them and that you do them in the right order. So I've created a 100% free downloadable PDF course guide that's going to contain descriptions for each section, links to the individual lessons, and the tabs which you're going to need for each lesson. So to get this course guide today, all you have to do is click the link in the video or the description, enter your email address, and I'll send it to you right away so that you have links to the lessons, the tabs, and a way to keep track of your progress. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you on the next lesson.